All right, all right, all right. I know. I'm out of breath because I literally ran through the door. Literally ran through the door. I got to get this mic situated because I know there's something wrong with it. I know because this is what I do. Anyway, hold on 1 second. Here we go. Whoa, banger, what's up? Alexandre Barros, hello, and Snow, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whew. All right. I just ran through the door. All right, so I know. I missed it. I missed the candle close. And my voice, yeah. See? I knew something was completely screwed up here. All right, here we go. How's that? A little bit better? Maybe a little less weird. All right, anyway. What is this? ETH. All right, so yeah, we were talking about ETH yesterday, right? When it was all the way up here, and we were like, holy smokes, what is this going to do? Like, this would make sense. It makes sense. It still makes sense. This is fine. This is absolutely okay, right? Wanted to come down, right? Test this area, which would have been structure highs, which is what we're doing right now, into the zone. It's not mandatory that we test this parallel channel down. It'd be great, fine. You get a better buy-in if we get it today, 163.08. That's a pretty good score, especially if it does what we're hoping it does, or what I think, whatever it may do after that. And that's at least come back up to this line right here, the 192.48 line, which should be about 17%. Get it up to pattern height, which could take a few days. So let's call it a few days. 20%, 23%, 21%. Something in that ballpark would be cool. We're cool with that. We're not super greedy. We just wanna make a couple bucks. You know what I mean? Consistently though, that's the thing. We want to be consistent. Want to be consistent. All right. Hold on. So let me check this real quick. I have my first coffee. Yes. So I'm talking about Wallbanger TNB. It's fine here, woohoo. I'm jacked up on crypto and numbers. Saint, what up? Binance hack, lost 7,000 BTC. Make sure to change passwords and 2FA. Binance hacked? I don't know. I need to see stuff like that for myself. Sorry, not that I don't believe you, but I need to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, where's the info at? What do we got? It should be on their blog. All right, May 6th, that's today. No, it's May 7th, so this was yesterday, so we're not going to have any of this. Let's see. We could just do Binance crypto info. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Complete beginner's guide, Binance trade volume, wiki, exchange reviews, Binance info on Twitter. We might get something on Twitter. Saint, what do you got? Throw me a link, Saint. I don't want to be looking at all this junk on stream. Equals Paul, what's up? Go to CZ Twitter. There's also info on the site. It's all on his Twitter. Twitter. Oh, man, I don't want to go on Twitter. Do I want to stream Twitter? Probably not. Whatever. Let's check it out. CZ, Binance. Not the best of days, but we will stay transparent. Thank you for your support. We'll provide more detailed updates shortly. That was 2 hours ago. How long until trading will not be impacted? 5 hours ago, have to perform some unscheduled server maintenance that will impact deposits and withdrawals for a couple hours. No need to FUD. Funds are SAFU. So hold on here. 5 hours ago, he says they're doing server maintenance. Trading won't be impacted. And then 2 hours ago, he talks about his same post from 3 hours prior. It says funds are cool, just doing server maintenance, provide detailed updates shortly. And then 32 minutes ago, so an hour and a half after this post, he says, Binance security breach update. We have discovered a large-scale security breach today, May 7, 2019. At 5:15 p.m., hackers were able to obtain a large number of user API keys, 2FA codes, and potential yada. Some stuff. All right, this article was written 35 minutes ago. Should I narrate? Do you want me to narrate this to you? That'd be terrible. I mean, we're not at that point in the stream yet where I could do article narration, but the day will come when the show is all put together. All right, so hackers were able to withdraw 7,000 BTC in this one transaction. Let's go ahead and load that puppy up because we want to take a look, don't we? Sure we do. The above transaction is the only affected transaction. It impacted our BTC hot wallet only, which contained about 2% of our total BTC holding. Did anybody do the math on their holdings? 7,000 BTC represents 2% of Binance's holdings in Bitcoin? Yo, that's holy cow. Yeah, we're talking, that's a lot of money. All right, so let's do this real quick. Let's do 7,000 times, and we're going to be generous with the current market value. We'll call it 6,000, right? We're nice guys. So that brings us to $42 million. $42 million is only 2%. Holy cow. All right, well, that number's way too high. That's a lot of money. All right, anyway. Moving on, the hackers had the patience to wait and execute well-orchestrated actions through multiple seemingly independent accounts at the most opportune time. The transaction is structured in a way that passed our existing security checks. It was unfortunate that we were not able to block this withdrawal before it was executed. Once executed, the withdrawal triggered various alarms in our system. I would think if someone's taken $42 million out of your account. We stopped all withdrawals immediately after that. Binance will use the SAFU fund to cover this incident in full. No user funds will be affected. Okay, so hold on. Binance is using the SAFU fund that they put together for us, the user, to then pay back themselves? Did anybody else read that the same way I just read that? Because that's exactly what it sounded like. Said, we're going to borrow from you guys because we put this fund together just in case anything happens to the user, but we kind of need that money to pay back ourselves because we screwed up. That's what that sounds like. We must conduct a thorough security review. The security review will include all parts of our systems and data, which is large. We estimate this will take about 1 week. We will post updates frequently as we progress. Most importantly, deposits and withdrawals will need to remain suspended during this period of time. So 1 week. No deposits, no withdrawals. We beg for your understanding in this difficult situation. We will continue to enable trading so that they can continue to make money so that you may adjust your positions if you wish. Please also understand that the hackers may still control certain user accounts and may use those to influence prices in the meantime. We will monitor the situation closely, but we believe with withdrawals disabled, there isn't much incentive for hackers to influence the market. Because if you noticed, this kills me. All right. The hackers had the patience to wait. Remain suspended 1 week. Okay? There isn't much incentive for hackers to influence the market. Why? Because withdrawals are disabled for a week. They have patience. I give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't know how many times I said it, but I said it since I got into crypto. There is not one exchange out there that is good. Period. Period. Every single exchange has issues. Every single one is business first, which I get. It's a business. You got to make money. I understand. Right? Business first, user experience second, everything else dead freaking last. Security number 1. User experience number 2 should also try to be number 1 as long as you are super secure. Then monetize. Right? Then pull in your profits. Come on, man. The hell? Look, I use Binance. I get it. I also use 35 other exchanges, right? My point is, today, they're all garbage. All right? Somebody want to fund me? I will make you the best exchange crypto's ever seen. All right? I have ideas. Need the money? Get the ideas. Get the programmers and developers together, and we will make the world's best exchange, period, hands down, no questions asked. Why? Because greed is not a factor, that's why. I'm going on a rant for no reason. Anyway, this is my last stream. No, not like that. Take it easy. It's my last stream for a few weeks. All right? I am headed out. Bags are packed. No technology. Wild, right? So yeah, this will be the last stream until, oh boy, sometime at the end of May. And then we're working in the background on a new system to get rid of all the issues. You know what that is? That is a fresh cup of coffee sprinkled in with some espresso inside of it. It's good. All right. Blue, orange, green. Green. 21. All right. That is the 21 MA daily. So DMA. And it looks like we should be touching it. I mean, that's the gold mine status right there. You hit that mark. Happy days, right? Because that should find support. We find support right on the 20. Oh boy. You see? Did you see when we hit it? It just kind of like, it looked like it bounced it at the same time. It just kind of like got a little spring action and then poof. Now, listen, if it comes down to here, that's still cool. 162.99. It's all right. Let's not freak out. But if it finds support right here, now. If it ends up coming all the way down here and look at the orange line, right? 13. That's the 13. Nice. All right. Now we already blew past. We lost the 8. The 8's gone. VWAP's out of here. But right now we are seeing buying. We're watching this live on the 30-minute chart. Yes. So actually, look at that. On the 30, right, this should be, what is that, the 350? On the 30? Blue, orange, green, brown. Blue, orange, green, brown, right? Slate. White. Red, yellow. Yeah, so 100, 200, 350, 5 or 750. Depending on how I did it. Oh, every chart changes just a little bit. 7, 13, 21, 55, 100, 200, 350, 500. So that is the 350. I got to take a look at chat. Sorry about the rant, peoples. People just get my blood boiling. All right, Paul, what up? Snow's on Twitter. Checked it out. I would never vote if I wasn't sure. I didn't think you did, Saint. It's a Jersey thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, show from trading room did what? Did what? What do you do? See the Twitter, it's on, it's all planned. He says this and shuts down withdrawals to drive prices down. I don't believe. Let's do it, Chingas. New exchange coming. And coffee. Yeah, dude, I got ideas, man. I put ideas on Twitter for CZ. Whatever. I ain't big enough. When I got a big enough voice, you know what I'm saying? Then he'll have to listen. No, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Look, I've been asking for a freaking nuke all button from day one, right? Yeah, let me run this idea by you. Since we got, what do we got? We got 10 people on there? All right, look. Nuke all. All right, here's the deal. You're in 12 different trades, right? Screw it. You're brand new. You're 1 week in crypto, so you're in like 35 different trades. Things are happening, right? Bitcoin's just falling from the sky. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. Everything. I'm looking at everything, right? And everything's just a nightmare. First off, because they don't have conditional orders, numero freaking uno for any exchange is let me at least put a profit target and a stop loss, right? For 100%. Not let me allocate 80% to a stop loss and then I'm stuck holding 20% of my position. That doesn't make any sense. But regardless, that's another problem. So pretend in this scenario that that is still a problem, which it is today. Anyway, so then, right, everything's just no good, right? You don't have stop losses set for 100% of all of your positions because you have profit targets set. Right? That makes sense. So now you say, all right, I just got to get out, right? I just got to get out. Whether I got to get out and get into fiat, so you want to go to Tether, which has its own freaking issues, or you want to go to like US coin or whatever. Maybe you just want to like cash out, right? Maybe you want to go to Australian dollar. Maybe you want to go to US dollar. Maybe you want to go to the European dollar. Maybe you want to go to Japanese yen. I don't care, right? Maybe you just want to go to fiat. Maybe you should have that option. All right, now on top of that, right? You need to get out of the market, right? You just need to get out of all of your alts, right? Your alts are sinking, Bitcoin's going down. You just want to be able to press one button like this. It'll look like this. It'll be a square. Boom. And inside that square, it'll do this. Yes. Yes. All right, so we'll get rid of this square. That square sucks. This is the square. This is the nuke all button. Let me introduce you to the nuke all button. You know what the nuke all button does? It nukes all trades. It executes market sell orders on all trades, all open and existing trades that you have toggled to the yes, activate with nuke all, or no, don't activate with nuke all. Maybe you want to stay in that position no matter what. Maybe that's an accumulation position. That's fine. We can work with that too. So boom, nuke all, exit all trades. All trades exit to either 1, Bitcoin, 2, Ethereum, or 3, stablecoin. 4, fiat. But I understand that, you know, there's a lot of motions and there's a lot of, you know, taxes. Listen. When you need the job done right, then you hire the guy that knows all that junk. I don't know that junk, so we'd have to hire the right guy who does and make sure, you know, everything's on the up and up. But is that not an idea that you'd like to see implemented on your favorite exchange? I'm going to do a 10-person poll. What do you think? What do we got? Miguel, I'm already picked. You're right, Miguel. I appreciate that. Ruined my ETH BTC long. I've definitely been thinking about that button. That's what I'm saying. Like a buy now button from Amazon, but to cash out. No, you don't have to turn keys. It's not some sort of simulation, cyber sky, turn the keys and everybody gets to do what they need to do at the same. No, this is like your account, man. You're like, I got to get out of all these trades. You know how long it takes to set up sell orders on 100% of your position when you already have stop loss for whatever 75% of your position, so that you can have a profit target for 10% and a profit target for 15%. You know how long it takes to cancel all three of those positional condition orders and then put 100% stop loss in, right? Just a shade below where you're currently at because you didn't want to pay the fees for the market. Forever. And try doing that while 50 million other people are trying to do the same thing, right? Because the market's tanking. No. It's like an insurance policy, man. You click the button, bang, you exit all trades. You already designed where you want it to go. Exit all trades to A, Bitcoin. B, right? You might want to exit all trades to Bitcoin, right? Because how many times have we seen Bitcoin rises, right? All alts dump. Well, get me the hell out of the alt, get me into Bitcoin, I'll ride the wave up. Bam. One button click. Now I'm in Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin's kind of stable, but Ethereum's having a big move. Bam. Exit all alts. Swing into Ethereum. Bitcoin's dumping. All your alts are tanking. Right? Fine. Hit the button. Let me go swing in the tether for a little bit. I'll let this thing cool off. Better yet, let me go US coin. All right? Let me just hit a stable coin that doesn't have a whole lot of issues wrapped into it. Right? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is we are the pioneers of crypto. So we deal with the crap that normal people won't deal with. So pat yourself on the back if you're still in crypto today, because we deal with the stuff normal people won't. We deal with it. We deal with wallets being suspended for a week. We deal with not being able to access our crypto. All right, we deal with that stuff. We deal with, hacks, one or two every, few months. Big, into the millions, right? We deal with that stuff, right? We deal with transactions taking 3, 4, 5 hours. I had a transaction come in on Coinbase, right, the other day. It took 24 hours to get out of pending, right? I mean, we deal with that because we're hardcore. You know what I mean? We're dealing with a newer, young market, a cutting edge sort of thing. So these are the growing pains, and write them down and put them in a little book somewhere, because those are the things normal people won't deal with. Those are the things that need to be corrected in order to get some sort of mainstream adoption. Until then, right, it's just a matter of us, basically trading with each other until we can get a sense of what needs to be fixed, and then have the developers in place, the people with that skill set, to be able to correct those problems, or find smarter, new, ingenious ways to alleviate ourselves from those issues, so that we can all prosper together. Anyway, I feel like I just did more talking than charting. So somebody throw up something to chart here, and let's throw a chart up. But anyway, you did see this, right? We're not crazy. Let's throw the daily back on. We're not crazy here. Look, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. I said gentlemen just as a single instead of plural, so sorry about that. Anyway, look at that. That's awesome, right? That's perfect. And that big wick right there, that's all buying. They said, yeah, let's use this as support, and let's get the hell out of Dodge. That's awesome. All right, that's great. That's what you want to see. All right, this is a nice, proper pullback. All right, and you're dealing with a lot of things. You're within pattern, right? You broke a channel, right? You're also creeping in on higher high territory here on a swing fail. So, you know, you're doing a lot of things right in this one tiny little zone. And if you're going to find support somewhere, to find it on an MA, a local MA that makes sense, man, that is great. All right, that is great. You see where this ended up? Right here, let me slide this over a little. So what do we got? 182.76. Are we going to get close? 182.85. That's fine. Do you see where it landed? 709? 709? That's awesome. That's cool. That's good stuff. So I hope, and this is not financial advice, but I do hope that if anybody was playing that and they did get this little, they did get the little buy-in right here, I hope for your sake, we do make a higher high. We do creep up over this level, which is at least 185.74. And then we continue to make higher highs. So I am rooting for you guys. I always am. All right, let me scope this chat real quick. Anyone watch Chico Crypto? I do not know Chico Crypto. I should, though. I like funny crypto people. Out there complaining about something to make the price go down. CZ was in on it, recorded conversation. Oh, great. Nice. He's always on chicken seeds, that kind of stuff. Maybe he is all right. Oh, boy. Yes, the conspiracies are coming out. All right. We never looked at the transaction. That was a shame. 555 Bitcoin. 463 Bitcoin. 31 confirmations for 7,074 Bitcoin. Well, oh well. All right, so here we go. What are we on here? Monday, Tuesday. I could do the 2. I could do the 3. Oh, well, we're already on the 1. Let's take a look. Let's see if anything was cruising today in any sort of significant manner. AGI ETH, QLC. Oh, so good. AGI BTC, RLC. We were just looking at the other day, weren't we? CVC, look at Waves. Waves making moves over there. 19% up, gave up 80% of it already. That's Waves ETH. Waves BTC, not as big of a move. 16%. And USDT 15. All right. KMD is up on the scoreboard. Let's see. IOTX. VIA, we talked about yesterday. Less impressive today. 13 with a 53 drawdown. So talking about 6% gain. I mean, that's still not bad. Link we looked at. Right, Link was doing some things, I thought. 12% with about 70% drawdown. Oh, that's less than great. And then we start getting to the smaller dudes over here. TNT, look at that. 8 up with 116 down. Oh, jeez Louise. Somebody mentioned TNB. 7 up with 37. All right. We can look at TNB. Let's take a look. TNB. BTC. All right. So TNB, BTC. I think I was, whoa. Hey, get over here. I think I was just looking at this in my free time. Just kidding. Don't have free time. All right. Let's see. Back in range. Okay. Yep. All right. So we started this little parallel channel thing going on over here, breached it, came back into the channel, breached it again, came back, so it was a failed breakout, another breakout, another failed breakout, but all the while making higher lows, which is pretty interesting, right up until this candle. Then we came down, retested our support leg over here. That was good until we just died. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 day death spiral over here. It's just, I don't know what the hell it's doing. Yeah, it's finding support where it found support over here, but you can't put a whole lot of weight on this, right? Because you did the same thing right here. You did the same thing right here. You did the same thing right here. At least then it was within trend. Now you're not, right? So you could say that this level makes sense. And, you know, it's a good level. It was resistance over here, right here, pushed up, right? Didn't really show all too much weight right here, but we did have that big, massive candle up, and it came right back down to that level. Flipped it, became resistance, came back up, and then it became support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And then it started becoming resistance. Right, so this is a good level. It's also very close to our 1618 on the backside. So this could be a fairly good area for, well, we'd almost have to call it a triple bottom. Be like 1, this zone would be 1, this would be 2, even though it doesn't touch, it's close, and this would be 3. If you want to go double bottom strictly by definition, then you're all the way back here. And then you would be here, but you would need to find support in that. You need to find something more than what you got. This is at least good, right? Volume's been consistently going down while the price has been going down. Let's see, 1, 2, yeah. So right at that top candle is your highest volume bar. We've yet to get over that bar, and we've been doing nothing but selling, except for this one day. And that one day, it does look like we had, let's see. Is there a way to get rid of this? Like, I don't want this thing to keep showing up. What? No. I mean, I should know, but I mean, whatever. All right, anyway. Stop it! Anyway, let's go over here. Yes, I will trick you. This is what they do. All right, so I want to do that. Okay, so when volume crosses this white line, of course, I won't be able to move. All right, anyway, just look at that volume bar from 27 April. All right, so April 27th. All right, because once I move it, it's gone. So that volume bar, right, when we cross over that, you can use that as an indication of activity to the long side. All right, it could just be one more area of confluence to give you when you're trading. All right, 140, we're good. Coming down, touching down on the 1618 would be great. All right, I'm not gonna lie, this would be a really good level of support. I'm totally cool with this. I mean, that's a little far away now that we like zoom in a little bit, but I'm very cool with this. So in fact, I would do this. Let's get it right on the 1618. And we'll even cover the 1618. Right? So I would already be in on that. I'd have to take a look. I'm like I said, I'm leaving soon, so I'm basically exiting all trades. But this is a thought now. Remember, right? It's clearly coming down. I'd like to see some sort of indication of reversal. In other words, I'd like to see a close up above our previous candle, and why not this? Okay. Why not use our swing low right here, or this is actually our swing low, but Why not use our body high from this candle before the big push? Why not close up over that? Okay, why not close up over that? Do that and then work yourself out of range. All right, that's what I'd be looking at for TMB. And you know, we gotta make this a little longer because even though we did breach out of range, we're still back in it. So 153 days range bound. Crazy. I heard he is connected with Chinese mafia. That's how Binance surged so fast. There was entire trading before the announcement, large selling. They planned it. CZ should be locked up with his buddies. Digital man, hello, what up? I'm at 81. What does that mean you're at 81? 81 what? Whoa, banger! Oh, 81? 81, 81. You're at 81. 81 is right here. So 81, so you're already in. Yeah? 81. I mean, we're currently trading at 80, so I'd imagine if you're in at 81, then you've already suffered a one-set loss. But, yeah, I don't think this is a terrible idea. Like I said, I would like some confirmation. So for me, you know, I'd be looking at a close up above 89. Daily candle close above, you know, 89 would be nice. And, you know, of course, we could throw in like RSI and we could talk about all sorts of other things. So look, if we were going to do something like this, right, we could take a look at a whole bunch of things all at the same time, but, you know, what are they telling you? That's the thing. All right, so 23. So we have here, I could do, let me do that so you can see what's going on here, right? So CMF, this is money flow. The other big one here is the stock RSI or stochastic. This is RSI and MFI wrapped up in one. Again, that's another money flow indicator. TTM squeeze is off, so let's put that on. So TTM, there's actually a couple really good videos on what TTM is, but it works off the Keltner channels, similar to like Bollinger Bands. But this does usually give you a fairly good indication of like when something is squeezing and when it is ready to pop. All right, so confirmation candles on those. Then we have something like our ATR, average true range, ADX, and DI. So, you know, you can look at a lot of different things to help you, you know, decide what you're looking at. You know, and then make like a clear decision on, you know, what you actually want to do with it. That's the most important thing is executing the trade, right? But with a plan, like having an actual plan on where your buy would be, should be, could be, and why. When are you going to be out of this trade? When you can say to yourself like, all right, this thing went the wrong way. You know, let's just count our losses and get the hell out of here. And then also on top of that, you know, where do you want to start taking profits? Or where do you think you're going to see resistance? You think you'll see resistance right here, right at that upper range level? Or you think it's going to be right here because you'd be flipping the trend, right, from support to resistance? You think you'll see it on our historical 108? You know, do you think you're going to get all the way back up to here, maybe find resistance on this trend? Or do you think you're not going to see resistance until you get all the way back up here from a 1-to-1? You know, so those help you or direct you into the kind of decision that you can make. You know what I mean? All right. Good. Very good. All right, so sounds like you took a one-set loss so far, but we are fingers crossed for you, even though you jumped the gun and got in there too early. That's fine. We love you and you love numbers, so that's all good. Let's take a look at RLC ETH because this is like bananas. Let's see what's going on here. RLC ETH on our favorite exchange, Binance. Okay. Have we never charted this? No. Oh, probably not Ethereum. Let's see. RLC BTC. Okay, yeah. All right, so RLC ETH, though. RLC ETH. This is a pretty uncharted territory. Yeah, I got a little reverse head and shoulders over here. That's nice for the life of the thing. All right, so if you do that, then I guess you could. I mean, like, technically, yeah, I guess you could do that. That, and then you'd come back up here like that. So, although not super duper pretty, if you were to play something like this, you know, you'd wait for a cross of the neckline, which you got right here. You wait for a bit of a drawdown. All right, that's why it's a little rough with these wicks, kind of like throw everything off. But you look at the neckline, you say, all right, does the neckline even make sense? And, you know, with that wick, okay, I guess it's fine, right? You would think, though, you probably want to, like, here, you know, here. So you can't do that with that. So it's a little ugly, but that's all right. And then you're going to do a 1-to-1, right, from the head to the neckline. 1-to-1 brings you up here. So you'd be looking at target zones. You know, front run a little bit because we're not greedy. Something like that. Now, typically, like, so for head and shoulders, this is an inverse head and shoulders, but for head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders, like, you want to breach the neckline, and then you want to come back and test the neckline. So, like, something when they're, like, painted all weird like this, you know, it's just easier to do this. Just extend a line out a little bit, and this way you can watch it a little closer, right? So, like, as you came up, right, you actually found resistance just about at the neckline, and you did come all the way back down. So you retested the neckline. So if you were watching this live on like a 30-minute chart, and you'd be like going crazy right here. You'd be like, oh, hell yeah, we're doing it, we're going to hit it. And then sell. You're like, there's no way we're coming all the way. Well, yeah, you know, there is a way. And it did. So it came all the way back down, came up, found resistance again, fall back down again, push all the way back up, okay, but failed to make a higher high. Again, swing back down, resistance again, push up, retest, fail, break, come back down, push up again. This time you got your retest, but you actually pulled through as a bull, and then you bang. All right, so it's good. You did not get higher. Okay, you did get higher than your wick right here. You didn't get higher than this wick, and you didn't get higher than that wick. So right now you got a continual 3 low. But this candle's still very fresh, very new. All right, it's got tons of time left in it. But this is okay just on that pattern. All right, just on that pattern. Now let's take a look at everything else. What do we got here? So let's throw the horizontal. Let's get our magnet. Let's lock it in. And all right, let's say we got a low volume here. We got a low volume here. That's good. We came up. We found resistance. Came up again. Found more resistance. This is a good level right here. As far as resistance is concerned. Found support down here and found support down here. Okay, and then of course we got our high, right? So, and then our high, but we're not worried about that. All right, we'll just slide this up into place, which is basically exactly where we're trading right now. That's that high right there. Failed to make another high. That came down, and that started this big mess right here. So, if we were to do something like this and say, all right, well, we did have our high right here, right? We did have our low right here. So if we were to call our high to low on the push back, all right, first let's get rid of this guy. So on the push back, right, it made it up to the 5 and then reversed back down again. All right. Made it up to the 5, pushed all the way back down. All right, but that being said, it was a decent run up. All right, totally a decent run. So draw from top to bottom, right, we're looking at, you know, how much have you gotten back? You know, so over here you got back 23%. Over here you got back from that high 38%. Over here you got back 50%, but then you lost it and you pushed it back down. Right? Not before you ended up getting almost 88% back from that high. Pushed it all the way to back down, lower than the 2-3, pushed back up again. You got the 3, the 5, and now the 618 was your reversal point. Push back down again, almost made it to 236, but we're going to call that historical, so it brought it back to just about historical, came back up. Now this time, you got your 1-to-1 right here. All right, so what are we looking for? Right, we're looking for the 1618. Where's the 1618? Right here. How do we already have a box on the 1618? Well, I'll show you how. The 1618 was also our 1-to-1, right, for the head and shoulders. Okay, right here. So this is what I mean when I talk about confluence, right? So you chart it out, you pull up the chart, right? You look at it real quick. You're like, all right, inverse head and shoulders. That's cool. What would my targets be? Okay, let me throw a box there. All right, now let me start teeing this thing for real. Let's put some historical levels up. Let's take a look. Okay, this was our high. You know, this is a big move that dropped it down to our all-time low. So this is significant. You know what I'm saying? So let's throw some fibs on here and let's see what we got. Then we start pushing up, and then we analyze, you know, what did it do? Oh, it got to the 5, it lost. Oh, it came back to 80. All right, blah, 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 blah. What are we looking for when we get back to the 1-to-1? Right, we're looking for the 1618. Where's the 1618? Bang. It's at the 1-to-1 of the head and shoulders. All right, so that's confluence for me, that this is where it's headed. That's where price wants to go. It's not like... It's like, I don't know how to word it. It's no guarantee it'll get there, right? But it would certainly seem like price wants to go there. And come on, there you go. And having confluence like that is good, in my opinion. I like having confluence like that. That to me is great. So you see how this trend, like, it's just on the wick, and then it's like body smashing over here. It's not great. You know, it looks terrible when you zoom out, but it is relevant. You know, so I'm gonna keep it here for now. And even though the slope is pretty high, for the most part, right, it's still worth it. All right, it's still worth it because I want to see reactions. I want to see a reaction. And when it breaks, I want to see a break and a retest. But this also gives me a fairly good idea on when we might hit this. So you do trends for a couple reasons, right? You don't just throw a trend on just because it's support or resistance and, you know, you hope that you're going to get some sort of reaction there. Also, we have a level that we want to hit, right? We want to get up here. We want to get to 57.78. All right, but, you know, we only have X amount of funds to trade with. You know, so if we were to follow the trend, our trend, you know, when would be the earliest we would breach this? All right, so the earliest we'd breach it, following trend, which means anywhere inside of this parallel channel, when is the first opportunity we're going to hit it if we're still within the channel, right? We'll call it here. So 26 days. So then you ask yourself, is there something I could do with my capital in the next 26 days that could net me more than 50%? Okay? That's what you would ask yourself. And no, there's no guarantee this thing's even going up there. There's no guarantee it's going to take 26 days. Let's say it does go up there, but it doesn't go up there. Remember, this is the earliest, right? If it stays within this channel. Let's say it goes all the way over here. Let's say this whole time it rises lower trend and it's just doing nothing, and then it starts curling up, bang. 50 days. Okay? Now ask yourself, in 50 days, is there another trade or 50 I could take that is going to net me profits that'll be higher than 50% when they're all put together? So even if it's just 5-10% trades, which is still phenomenal, you know what I mean? Or 10 5% trades, which again is great. All right, so these are just things that go through my head when I look at targets and when I look at trend lines, and then I try to make decisions based off of, like, is this even worth taking this trade, or do I have a level that makes more sense? You know, do I want to TA it even further? So, like, if I think there's better opportunities out there, right, I probably won't mess with it until I cross this line, right? This is still my target, but I don't need to be in this trade until I have more confidence. I have more confidence when we cross the original breach, right? This was the breach off the head and shoulders. This is the breach off of our higher highs, right? So this is the highest high we've had since the breach of the swing low, or the swing fail. So we get this level, and now I'll look at it again, and let's say we breach that level, whatever, right here. And I say, all right, well, now I could jump in, all right? And it's 20%. That's great. That's great, right? Originally, we were looking at 50%. This is 20%, meaning if I did something, let's say, between wherever we're at here, let's just say we're going to do that, and wherever it was somewhere around here. Let's just say in 30 days, if I could get 30%, then I made the right move by waiting, you know? And again, this is no guarantee you're going to get this 20%, but at least you would have more confidence in the trade to get your 20%, because this thing could do 1,000 things, right, before it ever actually makes it. And that's assuming that it makes it, right? It could do this, come back all the way down here, right? I could have some trouble over here and do this, and then do this. Whoops. All right, and then it might fall. Oh, we're all the way back over here. Like, holy crap. Oh, we found support. Great. Nice. Oh, we had a crazy candle, mini pullback. Oh, another smash. Right? Oh, okay, we're back. And now we're here. All of this could happen. Right? And when it does, it's fine because I'm not in the trade, but I'm watching it. Now you got to reassess. Right? I breached this line. That's my go line. I breached a line, so I'm watching it. I'm watching it here. I'm watching it. I'm watching. Okay, I'll buy you. Come up. Good. Oh, didn't quite make it. Push back down. Found support on the lower trend. Great. Push back up. I'm in. Profits pulled. Now it doesn't matter what it does. Right? Maybe I leave 10% in and I do that and I grab another 10%. Right? Maybe it just does this. You know? Why not? To a level that makes sense? Sure. Come all the way down. All right? So, I mean, the point is, I don't know. I think I forgot my point. That's terrible, right? Well, anyway. Now it's a total mess. Aye. Now we got to leave it too. All right, what time is it? 8:58. Okay, so that about wraps it up. Uh-huh. I know. Well, put it this way. You know, you got to hear me rant a little bit and babble a little bit and kind of like talk to myself a little bit. So a little bit different stream. It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to chart every time. We can chart and talk. You know, with the new setup, I'll be able to look at the chat window like right in front of me. I won't have to scroll across the room. At least I got wheels on the chair, you know, and I can roll. So that's nice. That's real nice. Let's take one more look at ETH. Just see how it sort of behaved. Did I lose all my stuff? Oh, this is Polo. All right. So it's still just kind of doing its thing. Still dancing along there. Let's see. And what do we got? Okay. Yeah. We're still just chilling. We're just chilling, everybody. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Good. All right. Well, everybody. I do 100, 1,000, 1,000,000% appreciate you guys being here. It is always a pleasure. Whoa, tons of buying coming in. It's always a pleasure. It really is. So I will miss you guys. I'm going to go walk about. I think that's what they call it. Right? I'm going to go find my inner chi. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I won't be around. I won't be on Twitter. I won't be in Discords. I won't be streaming. I won't be doing anything. So I will have to catch up with everybody. If you're being ignored in DMs or whatever on Twitter, that is only because I have no way of checking them while I'm gone. All right. And I'll be able to come back. We're going to still have this set up. So we'll still have some issues when I get back, but that'll be the turning card. We will start very hard to be working towards the newer system and improving the overall experience for everybody. All right. So I do hope that everybody is safe and trade safe, make some smart decisions. Definitely take a look at your charts and what's moving, what's not moving. Fingers crossed for everybody. I'm always rooting for you guys to do as good as you possibly can. All right. So I want to see you guys on the exchanges, and as always, happy trading.